Hello everyone. Today in Valheim we are going to be taming a lox. So, I'm going to build a little pin for this lox after I kill all the grey dwarfs, sped it up so you can see what happens. Um, got a stone cutter there, and if you put your stone cutter and your workbench under a little shelter next to a wall, then a lot of times you can keep them from getting damaged. And then also note, you'll see you can't build a rock unless it's touching something. So when you're building stone, you can throw a little stone down, and that'll kind of help you build around. So see there, I can't touch the ground, so I'll throw a little stone down, big stone over top of it, and keep going. So my goal with this was to build a nice big rectangle and put a gate on it and lure little locks in here and then have a good time with that, right? That's me lining up the walls. But while I'm building this wall, as you see right about after I put the second layer on, so I throw the second layer on, get some extra stone, and then it's kind of interesting what happens here, because my goal was to lure locks into here, right? After I had a nice thing built and it looked really good and solid. Well, I get most of the way done with it, and then this happens. So I'm building away, and look, Lox just wanders over mid-build, which is good, but I also wasn't ready for him. So I just had to throw up some walls. He's very angry, and they do a lot of damage to these walls. So went ahead and threw a bunch of cloudberries in here, because that's what they're supposed to eat, right? And loaded that bin up, and then realized that he's hitting those walls really hard now. I got to keep repairing them. So tried to hide, he stayed angry. Repaired the walls, and then tried to hide again, still angry. I don't think he likes being caged. Also, he's got that exclamation point, which means he's not even tameable if I wanted to. So, scamper around, try to get him calmed down. Gonna hide a couple more times. And, spoiler, the hiding still doesn't work. So, even though he can't see me, there's no eyeball, anything, he's still angry. So, we're gonna spruce this up. So if you're taming a lox, make sure you have the ability to repair your walls and be ready for that, because they hit the walls really hard when they're mad. And it's just rough. So I do find a good way to calm him down, and you're going to see that here in a second after my last attempt at hiding that doesn't work. So here we go. We're going to go in, fix this stuff up, and then we're going to jump in the portal here. So when I jump in the portal, thought process was, well, if I'm not in that part of the world, he can't still be angry, right? Right? Maybe. So, going out here, and I don't hear clanking. Don't see clanking. And I saw a little heart pop up. So, we have a calm lox. So, now that we have a calm lox, we will try to tame said calm lox. So we got a little spot here. I'm gonna build a cross so I can get up top easier, and keep feeding him berries. Get rid of some gray dwarfs because they just like to see what you're doing. That's another thing. When you're out and about and you're building, you get attention from the mobs. I don't know how big the radius is, but it's certain things draw more attention. If you start mining stuff, guys will come from all over to see what you're doing. So they just freak out all the time. So if you ever want to attract guys, just start mining on some rocks and they'll show up. So now I got a little feeding bridge so I can throw stuff to him. It looks like even when he's not exclamation mark angry, he still hits the walls a little bit, but it's like 60 damage. Whereas when he's stomping, it gets pretty severe and he gets through those walls pretty quickly. So you will have to be able to repair the walls while you're trying to tame him. And then, yep, he saw me and got angry. So now he's extra angry, so we're just going to jump the portal again. And that would be my takeaway tip. If you want to calm down an angry Lox, just teleport away and come back. Okay. All calm. Just a little teleport away and back, and he is calm. So it looks like he's got hearts going. He's got food in his pen. So that's just a waiting game. And we'll watch the little Lox. And it's very exciting. I mean, you know, staring at the Lox with those little hearts popping up. Yeah. Find a secondary task to do while you're waiting for the Lox to tame, because it takes a while. Playing this video at triple speed, and you can see from when he first starts being tamed to the end, I mean, it's a good half hour, I'd estimate. Maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, probably about 20 minutes to tame the Lox. I can math it out exactly, but who wants to do that? So, as long as you're close to him and he's not angry with you, and you threw some food to him, you'll see those little hearts pop up occasionally. And that means he is working on being tamed. I can't get close enough to him to see his tame percentage because, well, he gets angry when I do that, see? So we'll just jump in the portal. That'll calm him down. And we'll get back in. Like any kid, you just got to put them in the car and drive around until they go to sleep, right? So, here we are. Slowly taming the shrew, or Lox in this case. Honestly, had I been able to finish it, I might have considered a double wall. Might be a little superfluous. Or an inside wooden wall you can smash. But this works okay. Just keep repairing. See, we'll do some attrition damage here and there on the sides. As long as you don't make him angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. And repairing this stuff doesn't seem to upset him. That's the seeing you, line of sight while close. Being above him, he doesn't seem to see as often, but you get too close, he'll see you. And he'll get angry, and he'll start stomping everything again. So it looks like even outside the wall, the hearts are going up. So you can technically sit outside the wall if you needed to, once he's got his berries in his pen. But for something to do, I walked around and repaired everything. And he saw me and got angry. So, back through the portal. Reset his anger button. And back out we go. And there's goblins, fuelings, whatever. So one thing I'd recommend with taming this guy is the plains are not very fun to ride around, but if you can find plains that are near a place where you would like to have a mount, then I think the Lox would be pretty great. You're going to see here in a little bit, like, riding them through the plains, well, we've all played Valheim. Sometimes Valheim happens. So, I don't think he's meant for danger zone. He's more for joyriding. So we're going to go and continue to tame the Lox. Clean up my inventory a little bit. Get that junk out of there. And we're going to do a closer stone cutter because I can't repair the stuff around the wall easier. So, you take a lot of repairing, a lot of being close to him. But as you can see, he's still getting hearts even though I'm just running around the wall repairing it, because I'm close enough and he's not upset. So that's the key. Just make sure you don't make him angry. And repair up the walls as needed. So here in a moment we're going to have a tamed Lox, and it's going to be awesome. Creeping around, repairing stuff, and he spotted me again. So, careful creeping around and repairing stuff. They tend to spot you. Now we got to do a portal reset again. Lox has been tamed. Woohoo! So we got a Lox that's tamed. We're going to go grab the saddle out of the main household. Wherever I put it. There we are. And that takes some linen, which is from flax, which you can get in the goblin villages. Now we're going to drop this wall, and we are going to ride this Lox around. That's what's going to happen. Keeping in mind the video is at accelerated speed, so the riding speed is a little different. And they don't seem to back up well, so you have to kind of go forward and turn. Okay, so let's take him for a ride in the plains, which we're going to see as a big mistake, because get the death skeeto, our dude's frightened now. And you can do archery from up there, which is kind of cool. You have to stand up to do it though. But you'll see I come over here, and then that goblin spears him for like almost all of his life. So I decided to run away because, oh yeah, that's a little too tough for me. But dismounted, monsters come after me, and surprise, Valheim is about to happen. It's a 2-star fueling, and I'm dead. So that's